Hi guys, welcome to I Swear We're Straight, the podcast where we talk about things that happened in the last week, and I swear we're straight.
We could say it till the cows come home, but
No one
whether
will
you
believe
believe
us.
us or not, you'll be wrong if you don't.
A
lot of people lose a lot of money on it.
We're just straight up drinking whiskey and ice. I feel like that's the
Okay, in
straightest
their
drink.
defense, though, our whiskey that we're drinking is Crown Royal Vanilla.
Shut up! No one needed to know. No one. We could have said these
This
were
shit's
old.
delicious. Why shouldn't they know?
We could have just said they were
This
old
stuff is
fashions.
amazing. It is so
Honey,
good.
honey, you're
No,
violating.
this is...
We
No.
talked about this, Dominic.
I'm comfortable enough with my masculinity that I can drink whiskey and it can be delicious at the same time without burning my fucking throat.
I'll drink to that.
So yes, we are going to talk about current events, things going on in the world, just sharing our opinions, and if you have opinions for yourself as well, share them in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. So,
Oh, that was actually beautiful.
Thank you.
That was great.
See?
Did you recurse that?
did I recurse that?
Shut up. Did
No,
you rehearse?
no,
I've
I
been
didn't.
drinking.
I didn't recurse once in that entire speech.
You know what?
Believe it or not.
You know what? This is where we
Fucking
break up
hell.
over creative differences. This is it. This
This is
our
us. We're basically Hall and Oates.
Hall and Oates. Really? I was thinking like
Well, we can't be the Beatles. There's only
I was
two
gonna
of
think
us.
you're like Ethan Klein. I can be Trisha Paytas, and then I'm
Who?
just gonna. You know what? We're gonna move on.
Oh man.
So,
there's
we're
a
gonna-
lot going on though.
There was actually a
week.
lot that happened this
Yeah.
week.
First and foremost, I need to talk about it because he was one of my favorite comedians. Norm Macdonald died. 61 years old. He died of cancer.
Wow, and the things he's done for children and the fast food industry as a whole, I feel like we should all just take a minute and just have a momentary ba-da-ba-ba-ba in his honor.
No.
He was a great man, a great clown.
You know what? Hilariously enough, that was definitely his style of humor. He did voice the genie on Fairly Odd Parents.
No way.
Norm?
No! Oh my God! Norm died?
That was Norm Macdonald.
No!
Yeah. Oh man, I just
Oh,
burst your
that
fucking bubble.
No! You,
Aw.
dude.
Yeah, that was Norm Macdonald, man.
Oh,
Like
that
you can hear
sucks.
his voice in your head, right?
Yeah, no, I can.
Like, it's perfect.
Hey guys, it's me, Norm the
Wow.
genie.
My favorite's Burt Reynolds. His impersonation of Burt Reynolds on SNL. It's not my name. Turd Ferguson. Yeah, what do you want? It was a big deal. Norm Macdonald was a big deal comedian, guys.
So there was a so another thing that happened this week. An Instagram personality. She went missing. Her name was Abigail.
Gabby Petito? Is that how you pronounce it?
Let's just say Gabby, because I don't know the last name.
This is how versed we are in this.
This is how much effort we put into this.
This is a sad story, though, and there's a lot of stuff going around, and I could see this being... This is going to be horrible to say. Don't care. I could see this turning into, like, a Netflix original, like, documentary series, where there's a lot of speculation about it, and no one's going to really know the answers about it.
I don't think this is really one of those, oh, we'll never know. He, like, literally, when they found her body, he went missing. So, I actually wrote a whole joke about it.
Did you?
I actually wrote...
Wait, I kind of want to hear it.
Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, she was a Instagram influencer. Her and her boyfriend were going, like, across country in a van and, like, using that as content. And I guess, you know, they were having some problems. They fought a lot.
Yeah.
And when they...
He was, like, gaslighting her most of the time. Like, it was
Wow.
apparently a very abusive relationship.
She hit him.
Wise.
She also hit him, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like,
I
when
didn't
the
hear
police... when the police showed up, one time they got the police called on them. And when the police showed up, she was like, yeah, I hit him. And he... Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So it was just not a match made in heaven.
Match made
They
in...
clearly didn't mean on Christian Mingle. He came back without her, and supposedly, I think it was yesterday, they supposedly found a body, and they think it's her.
No, they confirmed.
Did they confirm?
They confirmed that's her.
Okay, so they confirmed that it was her.
They confirmed it's her.
So what do you think?
So here's the thing. They confirmed it's her, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's missing now.
He's missing?
Yeah.
What, he's just like one on the lam?
That's what I'm assuming, because here's my joke. Instagram personality Gabby has gone missing. And her boyfriend in the case has refused to talk to authorities on the matter. When asked about his opinion on it, OJ said, yeah, he did it. And if that joke implies that I'm saying that this is a less cool, less prolific version of the OJ case, I am. And it just goes to show you, white people will gentrify anything. I guess it was funnier when I wrote it. I guess it was funnier.
No, it was funny.
Don't you console me
It
now.
was good.
No. Don't you do this to me. You always do this.
I'm
spend all my
gaslighting you.
But yeah, nah, that's. Like,
I can't wait till this book comes out. If I had done it.
Oh my gosh! If I didn't
See, I didn't have to write this shit down first.
Shut up, you ass. This is what you're doing. This is how you treat me.
This shit's amazing. What's in this? In all seriousness, I really do think that this could turn out to be something that we see on like a Netflix or like something that comes out of it as far as like making it like cinematic in some way. Like there's so much speculation behind it. It would make a good kind of thriller movie, or if anything, like maybe a movie that's like based on stuff like this.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I could definitely see a documentary.
Because we're not gonna lie, like Americans are obsessed with true crime documentaries.
That's fair. No,
we
fair.
are.
That's fair.
It's true.
There's literally like a dime a dozen like true crime podcasts.
Dude,
out
like
just
four
because,
came
just
out on
off that.
Netflix around the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, it was insane. There's so many, and we watched all of them. So we're still like figuring out stuff about the Gabby case.
Yeah.
Gabby insert last
We're
name
figuring
case.
out how long he's going to jail for. That's what we're figuring
Well, his
out.
family wasn't even talking. That's the other thing.
Jeez.
And yeah, his family was totally protecting him.
Jeez.
I want to play like kind of devil's advocate here. Like, when did
Dom,
in all seriousness,
whenever a white man plays devil advocate on the internet, it doesn't go well. No.
Think of the views.
This is
No,
you.
no, no,
Wait,
no, no.
this is you. Now, let's just say, hypothetically, that he did kill her.
Why am I
okay?
always Ben Shapiro? why whenever you
Because
impersonate
you wanted
me?
to play devil's advocate, so we're going to do that, okay?
He's
So-
not, but he's not devil's advocate. He's just the devil.
Oh, that's fair.
But that's an insult to the devil.
You just
I love that
imagine,
show.
what if the devil was like watching, he's just like, oh,
This
that guy
is
sucks. He starts doing a Ben Shapiro impression. He's like, oh,
devil
let's just
was
say,
saying-
hypothetically.
He does
oh.
like a Ben Shapiro. Man, I can't wait for that guy to come down to hell.
God, I'm so ready for December
Dude, even
30th.
I hate him.
He's like, I'm so ready for December 30th, 2043. He's just like, God, I can't wait.
Keep a note. December 20 what?
2043.
2043.
Now, hypothetically, let's say if he does pass away then, will I be considered some kind of prophet? Let's say. For the
I'm gonna come, and my wife isn't.
Aw,
Yeah.
his poor wife.
I know.
She's
She's probably just as
conservative.
messed up. Yeah. Think of like Mitch McConnell's wife.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, if you're married to that kind of person for like...
Dude, there's hope for all of us. There's hope.
That's fair.
Everyone has their person,
That's
no matter
fair.
how horrible.
If Ben, my wife being wet means she has a vaginal discharge, Shapiro can get a wife, then there's no way I
There's
can.
no way.
There's no freaking way.
We are in for some serious we're in for some serious dues. I'm a good person. Okay.
I'm a good guy. Oh God. I'm a good guy, okay? I hold the door open
I
for women.
deserve this.
Okay.
I deserve a good woman.
I paid for dinner. I held the door for you. So you know what that means, Patricia? It means you owe me sex.
Patricia, what did you do to my friend Charles? She just wants a bad guy that she can, change and reform. Oh, but he can change. I can change him. No, you fucking can't. He's a dick. Don't worry about it. If you want a gay best friend, find an actual gay man.
What is it? What?
Did you never hear that before? Really? Don't treat me
I was
like
just
a
being
gay best
sarcastic.
friend. I know.
That's just called friendship.
It was still part of the joke.
Dominic?
It's still part of the
Dominic,
joke.
no. Not you.
Not
You were
me.
the chosen one. I was
Not
just
me.
like the whole time I
I'm
was
not
joking.
allowed to joke.
Wait, no. The whole time I was
I'm not
joking, it
allowed.
turns out you were being like 100% serious, and I just turned to you like, you are the chosen one. It was.
Could you imagine if I was like dead serious about all that too?
Like literally, I felt so betrayed. Just you were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
What's the one with Dave Chappelle? Or it's
Gotcha,
like,
bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. I don't even know what we're talking about.
We're not talking about it anymore. It's too sad.
No, we're done. All right,
So
so we move on.
Yeah.
There's a really big one, and I don't know much about what's been going on with Nicki Minaj.
Oh, the world doesn't know what the hell's going on with
Apparently,
Nicki
that's
Minaj.
a really big thing. All I know is that she was technically offered a call, not a visit to the White House. And I don't even know why she would have been invited in the beginning.
So
if you could fill me in, that'd be great.
This-
I genuinely know nothing about this.
So this is a bit of a ride. It's a bit of a ride. So a lot has happened with Nicki Minaj in the last week. So for one, and this is probably like should have probably been one of the bigger stories. So her husband or fiance or whatever he is, he's like a registered offender. I'm not gonna say I don't want to say the whole thing.
What, Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, her husband.
She's engaged
or married, one of the two. I'm not entirely sure because I don't keep up with her anymore. But
what do you mean you don't know?
I don't keep up with Nicki Minaj. I'm not 12. I don't care about Nicki Minaj.
Wait, no. How do you know if someone is either like, oh, they're engaged or they're already married? I feel
that's just, internet. The internet just Twitter, everything just tells you. But
I guess, okay.
So the guy she's either engaged to or married to, apparently he's like a registered offender, and he moved to California. He tried to avoid registering as an offender or something along those lines.
Which is highly illegal. But okay.
Exactly. And so they tried to get the person who he did the thing to recant their story. There's a lot of, and I heard it got pretty bad, but, fast forward to this week when she was at like the VMAs or something like that, or, something like that, and she had to leave, and people were making jokes that she had to leave because it was 2 blocks from a Chuck E. Cheese. And
that's so funny.
Oh yeah.
I could see her not liking that joke.
But
that's funny.
Here's the thing. That's not even like
that's good.
That's not even like the biggest reason why she's in the news.
Okay, what's the biggest
reason?
Which,
besides being married to an offender and doing a lot of shady stuff.
Does this have to do with like COVID?
Yeah.
Because I know she's not for the vaccine.
Oh, it gets worse than just not being for the vaccine. It gets way worse.
Do tell.
So she didn't attend the Met Gala, and her reasoning for why is because they wanted people to get vaccinated before they come to the Met Gala. And she said, I don't want to get vaccinated. I want to do my own research because I heard from my cousin in Trinidad that one of his friends got swollen testicles from the vaccine, became impudent, and his wife, his fiance, broke up with him.
So the vaccine can make you impotent now?
Not just impotent, and just have massive swollen balls.
All I think about is that South Park episode where Randy has like the giant elephant balls and he carries them in a wheelchair. He's like not covering them.
And they were jumping on them too. Like they were riding them like those fucking bounce things.
Oh my god,
and,
I'm pretty sure that's just balls from the 90s.
It turns out like that's just what's happening in Trinidad. Like, me and you are vaccinated, but we're Americans. Like, but everywhere else they just get big swollen balls. And they just like carrying around wheelbarrows.
I don't understand it.
No one does because
I don't get it.
They literally put out a statement that said, no, the vaccine cannot give you swollen testicles. And there's no information that suggests that. These are the same
kind of people that laundry detergents now have to say, please don't consume this.
You know what?
Because there were people, as we said before, that ate it.
You know what's the irony in that statement? Like, people like that will say, I don't trust the vaccine, but then, like, OD on horse dewormer because they heard on Facebook that it'll keep them from dying of COVID.
My favorite one so far is, you're not going to trust the research behind the vaccine, but you were the kid in grade school that the teacher put their test face down.
Oh. Oh, buddy.
Don't look at me. They didn't do that with me.
No, I'm just saying that's deep. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, it's funny though.
I just didn't like to study. Okay, tests are hard.
Tests are hard. It's all about government grants now. It's a whole thing.
I think Trevor Noah did a bit where he's like, people keep saying do your own research, but it's like you're not going into a lab. You're not fucking like
define research.
Around.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to a lab and finding out.
Google is not research. Googling something.
Well,
no. Hear me out. I learned this in college.
Oh.
No. Google is a search engine. If you are looking for something, you will find it. I'm going to ignore it because I'm right. Google is a search engine. You can, whatever you want to look for, you can probably find it. How you use Google is how you do research. You have to find the websites that Google brings up that are legitimate sites, like .orgs, .gov, whatever. .com, that's where it starts to be like iffy, because the internet is the bathroom wall of society. You can write anything you want on it.
Are you telling me there aren't hot, lonely singles in my area?
Oh, there are. Not on that site, though.
Oh, there are.
Go to a bar and start a conversation, why don't you?
Because I cry.
Well,
A lot.
you know.
Well, that's
Gotta go to
more
the
of a
right
personal
bar.
problem.
Do your research.
God damn it. Do your research. Find the right
Full
bar.
circle.
There's a whole bar
Boom.
called Cry-nanigans, and it's just a bunch of other, like, millennials and
this
Gen
real?
Zs that are actually just, like, super, like, you know, we're just really in touch with our feelings, so we just start crying all the time. That Cry-nanigans. It's your trademark. TM.
I hate that.
Crying.
I hate that. Okay, so long story short, Nicki Minaj is...
I was gonna say crazy, but that's not.
I won't say she's crazy. I just don't understand her logic.
It's crazy logic.
It's illogical logic.
You know what? We're saying all this, but right now, her and an elite team of scientists are in a lab, and they're in like she's wearing
I'm
like a
just
pink.
surprised.
Wait, she's wearing like a pink lab coat. And she's just like she's.
Oh, it's
swirling.
like studded. You know
It's
what I
just-
mean? Like
oh my
diamond
God.
studded.
And it's just like
It's like
oh,
bougie
yeah.
as shit.
Oh,
in
absolutely.
A lab coat.
I fucking cannot with you, dude. So let's see what else. Oh man, some crazy stuff is actually some more stuff that's happened in the news.
Yeah. What else?
So recently, you know, because of all the disasters and stuff in Haiti.
Oh, right.
You know, there's a lot of Haitian immigrants that are coming right now, a lot of refugees, and
To
a
the
lot
United
of them,
States or to the
United States.
The most of the
I
world?
mean, you know, there's probably more around the world, but to the United States specifically.
Okay.
And
Why the United States specifically?
I don't remember the reasoning. I think a lot of them are actually coming from South America, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So basically, what's happening now is in Texas, in a city in Texas, there are 13,000 migrants sitting under a bridge and waiting for their paperwork to be processed.
It's a big ass bridge.
No, like for real, it is.
Wow.
It's huge. It's like a highway bridge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
13,000?
Yeah, or something like that. 12,000, 13,000,
Like
or
tens of thousands.
yeah.
Holy
Either that, or I'm mixing up where the comma goes.
Or my decimal spot is in the wrong spot.
It was actually 3 Haitians. But nah, it was
It was 10.
it's I'm pretty sure it's something crazy like 13,000. It could be
That's insane.
1,300, but I specifically remember the news saying 13,000.
Well,
Yeah.
with all the disaster, there was a lot of disaster relief stuff that was going around for a while too.
Yeah, but Haiti's just been going through it lately. Like they, their president got assassinated. They haven't been super stable. You know.
No, it hasn't.
And they keep having natural disasters. You know.
Well, it's also where they're aligned.
Yeah.
As far as like literally geographically, like isn't there like the platonic plates?
I think there's something like
that's
that.
not the right
A
word.
platonic, like the Earth's just like, hey, I just want to be friends. I just what the Earth said. I just want to be friends. Like one plate was to the other. Like I think we should be more. I feel like we should form Pangea again. I just think we're better as friends.
We shouldn't be together.
Fucking Loki talking.
But
to
you're
Sylvie.
such a good plate, and I just want you in my life. Platonic plates.
Platonic plates. Yeah, one of the Earth's plates I think is like close to Haiti or something like that.
Right,
You get
but
a lot
like
of
that's why there's a lot of
natural
earthquakes there, because the plates move against each other, and that's what causes a lot of like tsunamis and earthquakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's literally where Haiti sits.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's
it's a tough spot to be in to begin with.
Yeah. It's even worse that their like government is like I remember
that's a whole other issue.
Yeah, I remember their government being like really corrupt and like like
really
a
bad.
lot of like
It was
like
really
it's
bad for a while.
Yeah. Like so it's not also add on top of that the president got murdered and then you add on top of that the natural disasters. Yeah, dude, like it's a lot and a lot of immigrants and a lot of immigrants are in Texas right now. And also and again this is another joke I wrote, but also
because those go so well.
But there's all these. There's like 13,000 Haitians sitting under a bridge in Texas, and also in Texas, a military plane crashed into a house, and like I'm being like 100% serious. A military plane. No, this is real. A military plane crashed into a house in Texas, and when asked about what went wrong, what they're going to do better in the situation to make sure this doesn't happen again, the governor said next time we get someone with better aim.
Wow.
Because Texans do not like migrants and this is a serious thing that happened. The lieutenant governor of Texas called these migrants an invasion.
An invasion.
An invasion.
Wow,
Legit.
that's a strong word.
Yeah.
It's not a word you should use lightly.
So
Well, I mean, Texas has been in the news for a multitude of reasons, let alone that
Yeah.
the abortion laws that went through, which the Supreme Court. Wow. Supreme Court.
Dude, I almost spit up my drink.
I saw it. I was like, I would have been more mad if you had spat out your whiskey than just laughing at how stupid that came out. Supreme Court is suing Texas over that because it's deemed unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Like, that's how ridiculous that whole thing is.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
I'm kind of like, this is...
Because that actually happened this week, didn't it?
Yeah.
The Supreme Court started... Yeah.
Was it this
also
week or
in
was
the
it last
news.
week?
Yeah, no, it was like... I think that happened this week.
This was really
past week.
recent.
Yeah.
Really recent.
Because the ban happened like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And then like a bunch of different stuff happened about the abortion laws. Mm-hmm. And I think the Supreme Court is also taking action this week, if I'm not mistaken. Like in this past week. This past week that just happened. They started taking action, if I'm not mistaken. So, also in the news, the Supreme Court... to steal your fucking thunder, the Supreme Court is ruling...
See, okay, but here's the thing. I'm like... Help me out here, because I want your opinion on this.
All right.
I'm worried.
I am immediately frightened, but okay.
No, see, okay. I'm not playing... I am playing it.
Oh my god.
A little bit. Okay.
Let's say hypothetically.
No, it's not hypothetical. I actually was supposed to be aborted.
Okay.
Being like, I'm adopted. So like,
okay.
I was originally, my birth mother was like, I can't keep him. This is all I got. And my birth father, the one thing he did before he left is he told her you should look at other options. Mm-hmm. And he's the reason that she looked into adoption where my parents came from. Mm-hmm. But as someone who was supposed to be an abortion, mm-hmm. I'm very twisted and torn. That's a word. I knew it started with a D.
A lot. Well, I guess you also started with a D.
That was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to laugh at that, but that was pretty good.
You did laugh. You just said it was funny.
No.
You fucking monster.
No.
No.
But as with my past experience with that, I'm very torn between the subject because I understand why it's important.
Yeah. I
don't understand some of the... I think it's more like the reasons behind it. Like, if, there's, rape. If it's detrimental to the mother's health, like, if she would die in childbirth, or there's some other health-related issue with the mother, like, it's important to save that life. That's pro-life, Not just pro-birth. It's pro-life. That's the point.
Okay.
But if you're like, oh, I just financially can't do it right now. It's not like a baby is not
equally as important. That's equally as important.
I think it is and it isn't because it's not a bill. It's not
It is though.
It is. But then you should have been more protective about it. You should have there's a lot of other options out there, and that's why Planned Parenthood is important.
Where you fucked up, because I was an accident, and let me tell you, I wanted to be fucking aborted, okay? I do not want to be here, alright? My mother made the wrong choice. It was hers, and she chose wrong. I gotta pay bills, I gotta deal with this fucko. I do not need to be here. I was supposed to get caught in a condom, I did not, and they was like, oh, let's keep it, let's get married. No, fuck that, alright? I'm here because she made the wrong choice. I am pro-choice. Charles 2024, baby.
That was a lot. That was a lot to unravel there, man.
I mean,
but I am open to talking about that sort of thing, and there's so many reasons for not that. I think it's such a gray area that there is no clear-cut one answer to this. It's very subjective, any kind of answer, because you don't know what other people might have grown up with or have experienced in their life.
Yep.
That makes them think the way they do. Whether it's right or wrong, their feelings are still valid, whether it's,
Okay. That's fair, but fuck that! Send them to the void, alright? Return to the void.
You're going to the Phantom Zone.
Hashtag back to the void. This place sucks. I can't wait until I eventually die of a drug overdose because I'm going to be a famous person in my 30s, alright? Fuck that. Hashtag back to the void.
My God. For all you celebrities that are 39, your time's running out. According to Charles.
If you're dating Leonardo DiCaprio, you have tons of time. Our next story, which is the devious licks trend on TikTok. Have you heard about it?
Devious looks?
Oh, so you haven't heard about it. It's devious licks. And essentially what it is high schoolers are taking things from their school and... Excuse me. No, I'm just kidding.
Drunk. Someone can't handle it.
That's what she said. And... Excuse me.
So I've never heard, so continue. In the arms.
Oh, damn it! Dom, we spend too much time together. I literally, not shit you not. I was like, should I start singing Sarah McLachlan? Should I go in the arms of the angels? The devious licks trend has gotten to a point where like schools are becoming like war zones. The devious lick trend on TikTok has gotten to a point where schools are becoming like war zones. Like, literally...
War zones between students?
No. But, like, look like war zones. They've, like, torn sinks out the bathrooms, toilets, entire stalls.
I don't know how you
classrooms,
steal
like,
a toilet.
With a lot of talent and, I'm assuming, tons and tons of Vaseline. So you can walk it out.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ow.
I'm certain that is the exact words that they said. Oh my God, ow. Followed by, oh!
Literally South Park, where he's shitting out the entire chest of, gold because he ate it all.
Yep, that's what they're doing.
What it is.
That's the devious lick.
To this day, I don't understand how people can go that far for an online trend just to get trendy, just to go viral.
I'm not gonna lie, as somebody that has gone viral a few times, it's like a drug, man.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like once you get that hit and it's like if you don't get that clout, it's like, what do I gotta do? Do I need to punch a baby? I'll punch a baby. Like,
spoken like someone who's clearly never gone viral.
Give it time.
No idea. No idea what that feeling is.
Yet.
We'll
pop your viral cherry. But yeah, this devious lick trend has gone so far. And here's another joke that I wrote when I found out about the story.
Let's hope you can remember this one.
I actually do, because I thought this is the first joke I thought of. And I've been rehearsing it in my head for like 2 days straight. Mm-hmm. So, the devious licks trend on TikTok has students stealing things from their schools for clout. People have stolen things like textbooks, whiteboards, clocks, and smart boards, which is the most value that they're going to get out of a public school education. And this trend has left staff and faculty alike to make morning announcements saying things like, if we catch you, there will be consequences, which is ironically what Matt Gaetz also tells to teenagers.
Aww. It's a good joke. It's a great joke, even.
But I need you to stop.
But I need you to stop. Ironically.
Was that a good joke?
That was good.
That was a good joke?
That was a good one.
Thank you.
All right, I'll give you that. All right.
That was a good joke.
I'm not red from embarrassment.
And I think we should end it there, because I don't think we're going to top that.
No. This has been fun, though.
No,
this has been fun. I'm glad that we got to
my excuse to drink with my friend.
I know. It's all about having fun. I hope everyone else had fun.
I didn't.
Like and subscribe in the comments.
I'm going to have fun once we turn the cameras off.
I'm just going to
You fucking scream. But yeah. Be sure to
we're signing out.
Like and subscribe. Send us thoughts and prayers.
Like and follow. For all those on TikTok, we appreciate you.
Thank you,
Charles
guys.
has got more great content out. I'm going to have more singing content out soon.
Do you want to say your TikTok name?
My TikTok name is @Dominic, DOMENIC, .jungling, JUNGLING. It's my name. Or @real.
That's how your name's spelled, with an E?
Yeah.
You're a monster.
I am original.
You're an abomination.
I'm unique.
You are...
evil! I am correct.
Oh my god! I like how I respond.
I'm right.
With something like, it's like you're a killer. I am a correctional officer.
I am a correctional officer that just happens to get rid of the problem.
I am necessary.
It's just spoken like a true Stalin.
Like a fun...
Joseph Stalin's in his grave going, my guy.
Michael.
Yeah, so at Real Dominic Jungling.
Mine is
what's yours?
Procras Class, Procras class on TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Which I don't know why I said that. I'm not posting this on Sunday, and I'm not editing that out. I refuse to edit these.
We're clearly professionals.
That's why we're drinking on the job.
On the job. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Wait, I want to.